Now I wish to consider one sum wherein accounting for goodwill is done in case of change in the profit sharing ratio of partners. Change in profit sharing ratio between existing partners means reconstruction of a partnership firm. Observe the sum on the screen. I read for you. Devang, Tapan and Dipen are partners of a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:2:1. The value of goodwill is not disclosed in the books of the firm. They have changed their profit sharing ratio to 3:2:1 and decided to have a value of goodwill of the firm at ₹60,000. From the above information, pass necessary journal entries in the books of the partnership firm. Now, book value of goodwill is 0. Valuation made 60,000. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Its book value 0, valuation 60,000. So, increase in value of asset is 60,000. Increase in any asset is a gain. Goodwill is also an asset. That gain should be distributed amongst partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Just observe. Old profit sharing ratio, I write 2:2:1, so 2/5, 2/5 and 1/5, that is of Deepen. New profit sharing ratio, how much? 3:2:1, so 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. Now, in a balance sheet, the value of goodwill is 0. And in adjustment, you are told that the goodwill is determined at 60,000. Now, observe. Goodwill is raised in the old ratio and disclosed in the balance sheet. This is the accounting principle for the given sum. Now, what is the determined value? 60,000. What is the book value? Balance sheet value 0. Increase in value of goodwill, how much? 60,000. Now goodwill is raised. What's the journal entry? It will be raised in the books of accounts in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:2:1. So goodwill account debit 60,000. To Devang capital account credit 60,000 into 2/5. That is 24,000. To Tapan capital account credit 60,000 into 2/5. Once again 24,000. To Deepan capital account credit 60,000 into 1/5. 12,000. This is how journal entry is recorded when the goodwill is raised in the books of the firm. Now, what is the effect of this journal entry on the reporting of goodwill? Observe it. Now, goodwill appears in the balance sheet at 60,000. Now, goodwill appears in the balance sheet at what value? 60,000. Now, look at the next sum. Pass journal entries in the books of the firm if in sum number 9 the goodwill account is to be written off after creation. Now I start with the next sum in continuation with the previous sum. Here we have solved up to sum number 9. Now I start with sum number 10. What is the question? The goodwill is to be written off. So here in solution 10 we are asked to write off the goodwill that has been raised in sum number 9. Observe it. After change in the profit sharing ratio, partners have decided to write off the goodwill. So adjustment that partner wished not to disclose goodwill in the books. So what you have to do? Write off the goodwill in the new profit sharing ratio. So goodwill is written off in the new profit sharing ratio. Now what is the new profit sharing ratio? 3:2:1. When you write off the goodwill, it is known as accounting of decline in the value of asset. Decline in value of asset is identified as a loss. Losses are debited to the capital account. So when you write off the goodwill, capital account gets debited, and that too in which profit sharing ratio? 3:2:1. Observe it. So book value 60,000. Determined value to be disclosed 0, nil. Decline 60,000. When there is a decline in the value of asset, it is identified as loss. So new profit sharing ratio. Dewan capital account debit 60,000 into 3/6, 30,000. Tapan capital account debit 60,000 into 2/6, 20,000. And Deepen capital account 60,000 into 1/6, 10,000. To goodwill account credit 60,000. What is the effect of this entry on the balance sheet value of goodwill? The goodwill was 60,000. When you write off this 60,000, goodwill appears in the balance sheet at 0. Now in this sum, though not questioned, I have reported or explained the sum wherein I have prepared balance sheet and adjustment. Then this is once again balance sheet and adjustment. I have deliberately mentioned you the accounting style in this manner because this accounting style will be useful to you when you go for solving the sum on partnership admission and retirement. So just keep that in view. I have reported this sum in this fashion for your better understanding. Now this sum number 10 is over. Now I want to go for next sum, that is 11, which is also in continuation with sum number 9. Observe it. Before I start with next sum, I want to demonstrate the net effect of these two journal entries. So this is the first entry where the goodwill is raised. This is the second entry wherein goodwill is written off. I want to find out the net effect of these two journal entries. Observe the style of finding out the net effect. This is goodwill account, Devang account, Tapan account, Deepen account. Debit, credit, and so on. First entry, goodwill account debit, 60,000 as per sum number 9. Goodwill account debit 60,000. Devang capital account credit 24,000. Tapan capital account credit 24,000. Deepan capital account credit how much? 12,000. This is the effect of first entry. Now I want to demonstrate the effect of second journal entry wherein goodwill is written off. Observe it. Dewan capital account debit 30,000. This is the journal entry as per sum number 10. Tapan capital account debit 20,000. Deepan capital account debit 10,000. To goodwill account credit 60,000. Now observe the net effect. 60,000 debit, 60,000 credit, net effect is nil. For Devan, 30,000 debit, 24,000 credit, so net effect is 6,000 debit. Now for Tapan, 20,000 debit and 24,000 credit. What is the net effect? 4,000 credit. For Deepan, 10,000 debit, 12,000 credit. What is the net effect? 2,000 credit. Now if I want to write down the journal entry on the basis of this net effect, it will appear as you find on the screen. Devan capital account debit 6,000. To Tapan capital account credit 4,000. To Deepan capital account credit 2,000. This is the net effect of these two journal entries. Now the same journal entry you can arrive at or you can work out in an alternative manner that I want to demonstrate in the next sum, that is sum number 11. So this is the net effect of entry for sum number 9 and entry for sum number 10. This is the net effect. This effect is also known as goodwill directly adjusted to the capital accounts of the partners. Means entry for goodwill is recorded without debiting and crediting goodwill account. Straightway adjustment entries are recorded to the capital accounts of the partners. Now in the next question, same as the question. Look at the question. We will work out the solution to that question with a different style. But the journal entry that we shall arrive at will be same as this one. Just observe. Look at sum number 11. Pass the journal entries in the books of the firm if in question number 9, direct effect is given to the partner's capital accounts without creating the goodwill account. So accounting effects is to be given directly to the capital account and without giving any effect on goodwill account. So goodwill account should not be debited, goodwill account should not be credited. That we have done in sum number 9 and sum number 10. But for the sum number 9, if you are asked to give adjustment entry directly to the capital accounts of the partners, how can we work it out straightway? For that, we are required to find out share gained and share sacrificed by a partner. Just observe. This is the old ratio, 2 by 5, 2 by 5 or 1 by 5. New profit sharing ratio, 3:2:1, so 3 by 6, 2 by 6 and 1 by 6. Now I want to find out share sacrificed and share gain. What's the sacrifice formula? Old profit share minus new profit share. Now for Deva, old profit share is 2 by 5. New profit share is 3 by 6. 2 by 5 minus 3 by 6. 6 2s are 12 minus 5 3s are 15. 12 minus 15 minus 3. Minus 3 divided by 30 is the answer. So, share sacrificed by Devang is negative. Negative sacrifice is identified as gain. So Devang is gaining, he is not sacrificing. Now same way I want to work out the sacrifice of another partner, that is Tapan. His old share in profit is 2 by 5 less new share 2 by 6. 6 2s are 12 minus 5 2s are 12. 5 2s are 10. 12 minus 10, 2. 2 divided by 30 is the sacrifice. So 2 divided by 30 is the sacrifice. Now I want to work out for Deepan. Old share is 1 by 5. New share is 1 by 6. 6 ones are 6 minus 5 ones are 5. 6 minus 5, 1. 1 by 30 is the sacrifice. This is the sacrifice of Deepan. If you want to work out the sacrificing ratio, it works out to be 2:1. And here, if you just equate total of sacrifice is equal to total of gain, then also 2/30 plus 1/30 is equal to 3/30. Now, I have worked out sacrifice and gain by the partner. Now, what is the accounting principle for writing adjustment entry directly to the capital accounts? Observe, this is a very important point. Credit the capital account of the sacrificing partner. The partner who sacrifices, capital account is to be credited because he has transferred the ownership over the right to share the profit. And when there is a transfer of any ownership, or we say that he has transferred the ownership in an asset which is identified as goodwill. So those who transfer, they gain, they get. So credit the capital account of the sacrificing partner and debit the capital account of the gaining partner. Who is a gaining partner? Devang is a gaining partner. Who are the sacrificing partner? Tapan and Deepan are the sacrificing partners. Now, how much amount is to be debited and credited? Let us work out. Gain of Devang is worked out. The total value of goodwill is 60,000. His gain is 3/30. So that is multiplied with 3/30. So Devang capital account gets debited with 6,000. Okay. What is the value to be credited to Tapan's capital account for his sacrifice? Then 60,000 into 2/30 is the sacrifice. So that amount works out to be 4,000. So 4,000 should be credited to Tapan's capital account. Same way for Deepan, 60,000 into 1/30, 2,000 is credited to the capital account of Deepan. So partner who sacrifice, they get the exchange value. That's why their capital account is credited, and partner who gains, he pays the exchange value. So the journal entry for this is Devang capital account debit to Tapan capital account credit to Deepan capital account credit, being direct adjustment of goodwill without opening goodwill account. Now observe this journal entry and this journal entry. You will find them to be same. You will find them to be same. This is an important point to be observed by you. I have tried to explain the sum number 9, 10 and 11. I have also explained the reconciliation of the total effect of sum number 9 and 10 is just equal to effect of sum number 11. I think that you have followed this sum. Thanks to all of you.